This interview is from Chat City, Preston FM's mid-morning magazine show, live weekdays from 10 till noon.
It's for my first guest, who is Denise Heatley, and Denise was made MBE, and she's on the line right now. So Denise, a very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Lovely to speak to you. Now, before we talk about Intact and lottery funding, tell us a little about the MBE. How much of a surprise was this then?
Well, it was a tremendous surprise. It was amazing, really, and I just want to give you a little bit about the journey, really. As you said, I work at Intact, which is Ingle and Tankerton Community Trust in Ingle, and at the end of a busy working day, I went home, and this was in end of November, and my partner said to me, there's an official letter on the table for you, and it has on the cabinet, and it's from Her Majesty's Service. So anyway, I opened it, and I thought it looks really ominous, this, and I opened it, and I thought, my word, and I read the first sentence, and I was blown away, and I'm thinking, is somebody taking the mickey? And it said, Dear Miss Heatley, the Prime Minister would like your permission to submit your name to the Queen to be recognised in the New Year's Honours List to become a member of the Order of the British Empire. And it said in brackets MBE, and I couldn't believe it, and I said to my partner, somebody's having a wind-up, and it said if you agree to have your name submitted, sign the form, send it back, and your name will be included in the New Year's Honours List. But the hardest thing, it said it was in total confidence, and I couldn't tell anybody. So it was such a shock and such an honour and a privilege that somebody has actually felt me worthy enough to be recognised, in the New Year's Honours List and to receive an MBE. It's tremendous.
Wow. And how difficult was it not to tell anyone?
Very difficult, because I wanted to shout it from the rooftops, really. I've got family and friends, but also work colleagues, and my deputy, really, because we work really closely together, and I tell her practically everything related to work, and it was so hard. And family again, I've sisters and children, and it was difficult, but I managed it up till about a few days just before New Year, and then that's where it started to leak out. I had to start to let people know that it was happening, and I think it wasn't real really until I started verbalising it and telling people, and then the day before the New Year's Eve came, the Lancashire Evening Post telephoned me and they said, Denise, this is Rachel from the LEP. You know why we're ringing you. We want to do a story. And then that's where it all become really real.
Brilliant. And, a brilliant recognition for the services to charity and the work to the community, because, the centre is such a proactive centre, isn't it?
It is, and I think well, you've just hit the nail on the head, really. Because when I got the MBE recognised in the honours list, you think that it's only for famous people or for people who that you don't really know, that it's people on the TV, but for a normal working class person, but to receive one, it was brilliant. But even more so for the voluntary sector. To actually be awarded an MBE for the voluntary sector for services to the Ingle community was tremendous. And I think it is testament, what the award's done. Certainly over the last 15 years, because I've been working at Intact now for 15 years. And it's made me actually look back and reflect on the journey that, the work that has been achieved locally. And, when I started 15 years ago, I was the only paid member of staff, and now we've got 10 members of staff, and we've got 60, 70 volunteers. Wow. We've got investors in volunteering, and I've brought nearly £3 million to the community. But what we've got a strong team, and yes, while I've got the MBE, it's recognised, it wouldn't happen without, the strong team behind me and the local community, because of the changes and the things that's happened locally. So it's been a tremendous journey, certainly over the last 15 years.
And that is what is nice, isn't it, Denise? Although you're the named person on the MBE, it's the recognition of all the work that you've done and all the other people that you brought together and the work that you do in keeping the community cohesion going together.
Exactly so, because, whilst my name is on the, the MBE, it's, it's not just for me, it's for the staff team, it's for the trustees, for the volunteers, for the people living locally, local people we've been serving for 15 years Intact, and, people feel so proud, proud to be part of such a significant award, because it's not, Intact is well known in Preston. We're on the map, I can be a great ambassador for this area, and to say, look, this is what's been achieved, and everybody's part of it. We had a celebration last week, and, I actually shared my MBE journey with all the staff volunteers.
Wow.
And the trustees, and I showed them the letter that's come from Buckingham Palace. And they were all really excited. They've shared with my success, and it's a joint effort really, and that's what's brilliant about it.
And I bet the staff and everybody were thrilled themselves when they heard the news.
Well, they were absolutely delighted. Everybody was blown away by the news, and everybody has said very well deserved. They were shocked. And I expected to be starting the new year with some really good news, with regards to the funding for the, for the big lottery.
Yes.
I was expecting to get the positive news about that, but there were no way I thought I was going to be starting New Year with an MBE, so it's been like a double whammy really. It's terrific news.
Brilliant. And talking about the lottery, how are things going there with the lottery funding?
Well, again, that's fantastic news. I mean, to say it's brilliant to be able to start 2014 on such a great in a great place, really. Because yes, we got the MBE, but what even more significant as well is we got to hear just before Christmas that we got the £467,000 to put on a 2-storey extension to our community centre. And where it will be starting on the new building in around April, May time. And that's absolutely tremendous. It will add, massive extra space to the community centre. We'll have a larger ground floor multi-purpose room, which will be used for a wide variety of different activities. And upstairs will be a fully kitted out training room and therapy room, a treatment room, and a quiet room, for one-to-one. There's lots of new activities that we're going to be able to be providing next year. We're hoping that the building will be finished for January 2015. So again, this year is going to be tremendous.
Well, that does sound exciting. I was going to ask, what will it allow you to do there that you've not been allowed to do in the past because of space?
Yeah, well, obviously there's two elements to that. We'll be able to provide activities for more people. At the moment, we are oversubscribed on all the activities. For example, play schemes, we have 30, 40 plus children at the current play schemes. But we'll be able to increase that tremendously by the size of the floor space. And we'll be able to actually, so it's increasing the numbers of people to be able to access the activities. But because it's a larger ground floor multi-purpose room, we'll be able to actually provide, a different range of activities, like in physical activity and dance, and with more room. So the sky's your limit, really. At the moment, we actually do all different types of things here. We have bingo, painting, arts, crafts, wide range of different training courses. We have the play schemes, youth clubs. There's a wide range of different things, but we'll be able to enter more into physical activity sessions, like I said, dance, music, and also a significant element for us as well. We actually have 4 community events a year, and we have over 200 people through the door in our existing building. It bursts to the seams. So when we actually have the Christmas fair, we'll be able to open the doors and we'll be able to, let more people come in, and it'll be much, much better accessible for everybody, really.
Wow. And of course, particularly for young people down there, because, the centre where you're based, really is proactive when it comes to engaging young people, aren't you?
Very much so. I mean to say, we've actually got a well-established young person services project going. I mean to say, we've had a young person services manager in place for about 8-9 years now, and we've been able to sustain that post. But that's down to the actual genuine need for localised services for children and young people. You know, we provide 5 holiday play schemes a year, you know, and they're always, you know, full, and they're always themed. You know, that some of them have an educational element, they might have a cultural element. So they are well-planned, well-organised play schemes. But over and above that, for children and young people, we actually have craft club, we have a fishing club, we have youth club. We have cook and eat sessions, you know, where children cook and eat, you know, with the parents. We have, you know, the mini mentors. You know, where the mini mentor is the children, the young people's actually access some of the services, and they've grown up, and they're teenagers, and you know, they actually support the delivery of some of these activities. You know, it's absolutely tremendous. We have a weekly homework club.
Wow. And,
you know, it's buzzing. You know, there's loads of things going on. And not just for children and young people, neither. We have a wide range of different health activities and training. And we have a cafe whereby, you know, people can get a good meal, you know, a good quality meal at low cost. So there's lots of stuff going on. I'd certainly welcome anybody to come along and visit us now.
Yes.
To see what's going on
before the work begins.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised to come down there and see you with a hard hat on, directing some of it, Denise.
That will be me. I'll be cracking the whip. I certainly will. I'll be making sure that I'm driving it forward and they finish on time. So yes, you know, I'll certainly be heavily involved in making it sure that it happens. Yes,
I thought there might be a possibility. And for anybody who doesn't know, you're on Whitby Avenue, Ingle. That's right, aren't you?
It is. Yeah, we're right in the middle of the in between the two schools, Holy Family Roman Catholic schools on one side, and Ingle Community Primary School is on the other side. So we're on Whitby Avenue, and we'll so be able to find us. We've got a big sign up. And yes, it's tremendous.
And certainly a very informative website if any of our listeners want to have a look at Intact Preston. So very informative website there. Denise, congratulations on the MBE, and well done also on the lottery funding. So what about, I mean, you were awarded the MBE. What did you then award yourself? Did you go out and buy a new frock?
Well, I've actually got the letter now to go to Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
And that's on the 14th of March.
Wow.
So yes, I'm on the hunt for a nice outfit and a hats and shoes. You know, as it's the very strict dress code. You know, when you're actually going along to the palace, you've got a strict dress code that you need to have a hat or a fascinator, and also you're allowed to bring 3 guests with you. So. Lovely. I'm taking my partner and my 2 sons. So, brilliant. Yes, we're all geared up and we're all set to go to London.
So how do you think you'll be feeling that day?
Well, I'll be excited. I'll be really excited, looking forward to the experience of doing it.
Yes.
And, you know, enjoying every moment. I'm hoping it's going to be the Queen. But we don't know till we get there. But there's a good chance of it being the Queen because I'm going to where she lives. You know, I'm actually going to Buckingham Palace. So, but yes, excited.
Oh, brilliant. Denise, been lovely talking to you, and hope it's not long before we get you into the studio. Say hello to all the volunteers from us at Preston FM.
Will do.
And hope it's not too long before we meet up. Thanks, Denise.
Okay, lovely. Thanks very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
If you have any news or events you'd like to share with Hughie and our Chat City team, why not give us an email, chatcity@preston.fm.